Hi there, welcome to the third video in the series for the readyRANDOM tool. In this video we're going to be covering how to utilize the keyword random and the different functions and screen areas within this particular randomizer. In the keyword function you have the option for the number of winners, the keyword that you want to listen for to include people in the drawing. The start and stop buttons are there to help dictate when to start listening and to stop listening for that particular keyword to be entered. The number of people in the random, or rather in the drawing, are going to indicate how many people have entered that given keyword. Of course, the select winners button is going to be utilized to select the number of winners that we've chosen. This drop down here is a list of prizes that are available for this particular drawing. In this case we might be drawing for rbasupplies.com readyXWIC. The chatters box is going to be a list of the participants in the room that have entered in the keyword that we indicate. The winner box is going to be a list of people that have been chosen as winners for this particular drawing. The remove from this drawing only and move back to viewer pool will handle moving the viewer that was chosen as a winner either back to the viewer pool, or if they've chosen to piff, would remove them from this drawing and make it so that they're not drawn again. The start timer gives us a built-in timer function for the readyRANDOM tool while we're waiting for confirmation for the people to let us know that they want the prize or not. The confirm winners, of course, is there once we've found our winners and decided that they wanted to keep their prizes. And the next drawing button, of course, resets the tool for the next available drawing. So what we're going to do here in this example is we're going to say that we want 3 winners and we want our keyword to be RXW. Now this could be any kind of keyword that you want. This could be, you could put juice in there, you could put if you wanted to give away a frog, you could put a keyword as frog in there. Whatever keyword that you want to utilize to have your audience type in to indicate that they're interested in this particular drawing. So in this case, if we're giving away, for example, a foot or two of readyXWIC, we might ask our audience to type in RXW to participate in the drawing. Once we are ready to start listening for them to put in the RXW into chat, we would want to click on the start button. Once we click the start button, the tool is going to start listening for the viewers to put in RXW into chat. From here forward, if anybody types in RXW, they will be included in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead, since we're doing a test here, I'm going to put in a message to the room that I'm monitoring asking them to put in RXW to help me test and illustrate this particular function. From here you'll notice that anybody who puts in the phrase RXW, they will be automatically included in this drawing. We can see that Katiana, Valendar, Scuba, Sean Mack, Jay Parton so far have put in RXW in the chat, and anybody else who does would also automatically be included. Once we've exhausted enough time, and that can be any time that you want. You could do this for 30 seconds, you could leave it open for a minute, you could just do it for 10 seconds, whatever you wanted to do. Once you were done listening for people to type in RXW to be included in this particular drawing, you would simply click stop. What stop does is it prevents the tool from listening to any further entries. So anybody who types in RXW from this point forward would not be included in the tool. It's also important to note that typing in the keyword multiple times will do no good. It doesn't give the person any additional entries. The person is only counted once in each particular drawing. So even if Scuba were to put in RXW 10 times, it's only going to count Scuba for 1 entry in the particular drawing. Once we have the number of winners that we want to select for this particular drawing, we would simply put in the number of winners. We've already had the RXW in there. We've already gotten a list of viewers that are interested in this prize. We would simply click Select Winners, and once we click Select Winners, it's going to automatically grab 3 individual winners from the available pool of winners that were interested in this prize because they had put in RXW. Another feature that we've added to the keyword randomizer is the ability to utilize it for a quiz or a pop quiz or a first to answer type of a scenario. So let's say, for example, that we wanted our audience to answer the question, what is the meaning to life? Of course, everybody knows the answer to what is the meaning of life is none other than 42. What we would go ahead and do if we were broadcasting a show is we would hide the randomizer, because we obviously wouldn't want them to see us type the answer into the keyword. So we would make sure that we weren't broadcasting the randomizer while we put that word in there, or the answer rather, in the keyword. Once we have the answer in there, we can click on this red button, and that's going to hide that keyword from the drawing. The green button, of course, brings it back. The red button hides it. So at this point, now that we have the answer to the question of what is the meaning of life, which is 42, we could hide this box and then go ahead and display our readyRANDOM tool to our audience and ask them the question, what is the meaning of life? Of course, before we do that, we want to make sure that we click on Start so that it is listening for their responses. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the channel right now that I'm doing a test on, pop quiz, what is the meaning of life, and we'll see if anybody in the channel gets it. So from here we would go ahead and wait for whoever was to answer the question. We can see that Iceberg came in as well as Squeege came in, and they automatically were included in the prize list, or the winners list, or chatters list rather, of who answered that pop quiz correctly. We can see that the pop quiz is 42, or the answer to the pop quiz rather is 42. We can do that by clicking on the green button, which brings up the answer, and we can see that Squeege, Iceberg, and Crafty all 3 answered correctly. At this point, we could either utilize the system to select a random winner. So for example, we could say 1 winner and select winners, which in this case picked Squeege. Thanks for watching this video tutorial on the keyword drawing. Look for creative ways to utilize keywords to pull random winners from your shows. It can make it fun and exciting. It also does a great thing, which is that it will only pull people that are interested in the product that you might be giving away at that particular time, which helps reduce the amount of times that you're going to have to piff a product and redraw for a new winner.